So now how do we enter data or text in Excel? So like I said before, you need the active cell. So the active cell is a cell where you get to type whatever you want to type. So if I want to come up with a budget, I would want to create a blank space where I would write my title, which is budget. So I'll go on column C and highlight up to column E. Then when you highlight like that, go on the ribbon on the alignment and see where it is written merge and center. So command merge and center. What is to merge? To merge is to unite, coming up with one box out of all those boxes that you had. So in this case now we have created a blank space where we can type our title. So in this case our title is in budget. So we just type budget, then we can change the handwriting from there. We put it to Algerian if we want. If you don't want that, you change to Times New Romans. So you just scroll down, you scroll down, you scroll down until you find Times New Romans. So Times New Romans is here. We just command, so it has changed. We can even put the board. So you would see that row 1 has been disturbed. No wonder you are saying this is not a counting number, it is just the name of the row. So now in this case now, the budget, what should be on the budget? We might need to come up with the serial number. So we have serial number, which is N, serial number. Then what should be in the next column? So in the next column there will be items. So you say items or goods, it's up to you. So you have items. Then in the next column we have what? Quantity, the number of the total items you are going to buy. So we have quantity. Then we might have an amount. So amount should be in that column. Then there we have the total amount. So this is how we create the headings for the budget. If the spaces are not enough, you have to extend them or to enlarge them, to stretch them. So what you do is you stand between the letters. You will see this black arrow appearing. Then you hold the command button and drag. So like that, you are creating some bigger spaces between the columns. You also go there between C and D, and also between D and E. So like that, you have created our headings. So in this case, we just highlight that row and put it in bold. If you want to change the handwriting, you would change to Times or Algerian, it's up to you. Then you increase the size to 12. So these are our titles. So now what item are we going to buy as the first item? So there in the serial number we put item 1. So this is where we are going to start counting from row 3. Then item number 1, maybe you want to buy sugar. So you type sugar. How much is per kg? So you type sugar. How much is per kg? So per kg maybe it is 20 kwacha. It is 20 kwacha per kg. So quantity, how many kgs? Maybe you want to buy 4. So you type 4. Do not put the kg, just type the number. Then from there you put an amount per kg. So per kg it is what? 20 kwacha. If you are buying 20 kwacha per kg, how much are you going to spend when you have 4 kg? So don't worry about how to find the total. We'll come later on to find the total. Then go on to the next item. It will be number 2. Then maybe this is just bathing soap. I'm just giving examples. Then from there we go back to the quantity. Maybe you want to buy 5 of them. Amount, maybe one is just 11 kwacha. So the total you are going to find it later on. Number 3, what item are we going to buy as number 3? So in this case, maybe you want to buy a washing powder. So you are saying washing powder. So in this case, how many buckets? Maybe you want to buy 3. Then per bucket it is 120. So the total will be calculated later on. So this is how you enter texts or information in Excel. You just need to command using the mouse on any of the boxes and it becomes active. Then you type in them. Then if you want to edit, you go back to the same box, double click until you see the insertion point inside the box. You're able to see that black line which is blinking. So if you want to edit, there is some error of nature, maybe you want to edit, you make sure that the insertion point is inside the active cell. How do you do that? You double click. So double click on the cell and the insertion point will be seen inside. So this is how we do find enter records. Now in Excel we have so many formulas. We have addition formula, we have subtraction formula, we have division. So all these are formulas that can be used in Excel. So you have subtraction, there is also multiplication. There are so many formulas that you are going to do to find, and the multiplication is also there. So we are going to find the total now. How do we multiply? So to use formulas in Excel, you have a sequence that must be used. We do not say 4 times 20 in Excel. We use the names of the cells. So what is the name of the cell where 4 is found? So the first thing that you have to do is you consider the column where this number is. So we will see that it is in column C. Now move down and find the C. What is the name of that row? You move to your left here, you will see that the row is in 3. So the name of this box where 4 is located, it is called C3. So here where you want to find the total, start with equal sign. So it is always advisable to start with the equal sign. So you command equal sign, then you say C3. You start with a letter, then you type 3. So you see that this is now recorded. Now when you are multiplying in Excel, we don't use times, we use a star. So command a star. So you'll be able to see a star there. Then you want to multiply it with what? We want to multiply 4 by 20. So we will not say C3 times 20. We also get the name of this cell. So the name of this cell, first thing first, I get the column. The column is D. What the name of the row? So the row is still 3. So we say D3. So these two now are going to be multiplied. Then when you are done entering that, you command enter. So when you say 4 times 20, the answer is what? 80. So this is how we find the answers. Then if you want to apply the same formula, all you have to do is take the arrow at the corner there and drag it. So you find that now this is going to multiply automatically using the same formula. So this is how we duplicate the formula. So instead of again typing C4 times D4, you waste time. Once you find the answer at the first, you just drag now at the corner there and you'll be able to find all the answers. So if you say 5 times 11, it's automatically 55. When you say 3 times 120, to give you what? 360. So we have used the same formula. Instead of typing again equal to, then we say C4 times D4, we waste time. So just find at the first there and drag. You'll be able to find the correct answer. So this is how we multiply. Thank you very much.